Okay, folks, here we go. Listen, I've done a little bit of hindsight. Have you ever heard hindsight is 2020? If you know what that means if you look over your shoulder at the past, you'll see what proves out and what doesn't prove out to be true or accurate. Later, either today or tomorrow, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to show you guys all these different videos I've done. I'm going to put them all together. They are all telegraphing the exact same thing. Here's another video I'm going to do for you guys. This is going to blow your mind. And then I'm going to take this video that I'm doing right now, and I'll add it to the long list of other videos that are telegraphing the same exact thing. And I can show it to you, and it's just absolutely conclusive. There's no doubt about it. To argue with it would just show a completely, absolutely no ability to discern. So here it goes. Y'all get ready. Here we go. We're going to do this commercial. It's called the Bud Light Party. Now, remember, the way Lucifer does things is everything is cryptic. He has a language that's all his own. I see his language. That's the way the Lord has gifted me. That is my ministry, to show you that which is hidden in plain sight. And it always goes back to the same thing. So when you see the Bud Light Party, you really want to just be paying attention to. It's the light party. I'm going to move this a little bit so you can see this more clearly. There you go. Now, this is supposed to represent the White House. Okay. Now, look right up here on the wall right here. You see that white flag? That's a white flag, and they folded that flag on purpose. If you wanted to sell your product, you're supposed to, it's called branding. My sunglasses come to you. Branding is everything. Branding. And so they're not even showing you a flag with the branding on it. That's a white flag on the White House. Remember I showed you the other one on whitehouse.gov? And yeah. So this is very cryptic. Now, I want you to pay attention. I'm going to play the whole commercial straight through. And don't worry, this time I'll just let it play. And then afterwards, I'll go back and we'll break it down step by step. So here we go.
My fellow Americans.
Hey guys, can you be quiet? Stephanie and me are talking about our country.
They say we're a nation divided. They say we disagree on everything.
That's not true. We agree on a lot.
Like Paul Rudd. Everybody loves Paul Rudd.
I didn't know this was going to happen.
You know what else everyone loves?
New orgies.
Snow, farmer!
Raccoons.
Oh, beer!
Nothing brings America together like Bud Light.
That's why we're forming the Bud Light Party. Just wait till you see our caucus.
We got the biggest caucus in the country.
It's not like too big. Like, you can handle it.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
We're going to live on.
We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
Are you just quoting Independence Day?
We're really tired right now.
America has seen the light.
And there's a bun in front of it.
Okay, now, so to y'all that may be just some innocuous commercial, but the Bible says, be as wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove. Okay, let me show you how to be as wise as a serpent. Here we go. Let's go ahead and break it down. Okay, so let's begin. Let me go back to the beginning and let me start the breakdown very quickly. Okay, so this represents the White House. It's supposed to be a political party. Their party is the light party. Light is Lucifer. So here's the white flag on the White House. They're showing you their plans. That this is going, that's the flag of surrender. Okay, let's keep going.
My fellow Americans.
Hey guys, can you be quiet? Stephanie and me are talking about our country.
They say we're a nation divided.
Okay, now, they say we're a nation divided because it's true, we are. And we are a kingdom divided. Matthew 24, any kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Okay, here we go.
They say we disagree on everything.
That's not true. We agree
I want to pause it right here. I'm going to slide this over a little bit. Look how they framed up. Look how they framed up the light party. See it? They framed that on purpose. If they wanted this to be the Bud Light, they would have put it over here, or they would have had the camera on it to where you could see Bud Light. They're showing you the light party. Okay, so that's on purpose. Okay, now they say we disagree on everything, but that's not true. Let's go back and watch.
That's not true. We agree on a lot.
Like Paul Rudd. Everybody loves Paul Rudd.
Okay, so we agree on, we don't disagree on everything. Everybody loves Paul Rudd.
I didn't know this was gonna.
Okay, there's Paul Rudd. I'm sorry. They said we don't disagree on everything. Everybody loves Paul Rudd. Well, let's analyze the scene. There's Paul Rudd here. Right here in the background, very prominent, his shirt says Angel. You see it right there? Okay, well, let me show you what the deeper meaning is of talking about Paul Rudd. Here's Paul Rudd right here. Here's Paul Rudd. The last film Paul Rudd did was Captain America Civil War 2016. Everybody loves Paul Rudd. He just did Captain America Civil War. Well, they're talking about a country divided. We're not divided on everything. We all agree we like Paul Rudd. But they use Paul Rudd to say, because they're saying Civil War. And this is not just in the United States. This is us against them. It's God's children against Satan's children. So there it is. Let's go back and let's see the cryptic meaning again.
Everybody loves Paul Rudd.
I didn't know
Angel, Paul Rudd, Civil
this was
War.
gonna happen. You know what else everyone loves? Emojis.
You know what else everybody loves? Now, I find this fascinating because they're going through, in my mind, this lends itself to, a government vehicle that goes by, and blasts, a message down the street. But it's also out in the country like Nukes. But this guy says emojis. Watch. Let's see what.
It's gonna happen. You know
Watch.
what else everyone loves? Emojis. No.
Emojis. So let's look at the next thing. Emojis. There you go. Emojis. Everyone loves emojis. And y'all know what that stands for? The one eye's winking, one eye's open, and the tongue sticking out. That's the dead sheep and the other race of beings. I'll quote it again. Psalm 135 or Psalm 35:19 against it says, "Do not let them who hate me wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink the eye that hate me without cause." Those are the ones that hate us without cause, Christians. So in Isaiah 57 is, "Against whom do you sport yourself?" means who are you making fun of and sticking out your tongue. And there's an emoji doing it. So that's why they said emojis. Okay, here we go.
Raccoons.
Okay, so then he says, no raccoons. Watch.
Emojis. No. Raccoons.
Okay, so the other guy says raccoons. So what's a raccoon have? A raccoon has a mask. That's why they said it. A raccoon has a natural mask on its face. And because the human race is being burglarized, our souls. We have this enemy that wears a mask. And there it is. That's why they said raccoons. So now we have everything's cryptic, the whole thing. Emojis, raccoons, that to show you what a raccoon, this is what a raccoon represents. Okay, let's just keep going.
Beer. Nothing brings America together like Bud Light.
That's why we're forming the Bud Light Party. Just wait till you see our caucus.
Okay, now she's being, disgusting. Caucus. Now, just listen, they're making an allusion to a penis and the other race of beings. Listen.
Got the biggest caucus.
Okay, and when they said that, they had the angel framed up. Watch. See, Angel? See how it's framed up right there? We've got the biggest caucus in the country. Amy, ooh-wee. Yeah, this is just all cryptic.
Biggest caucus in the country.
See?
It's not like too big. Like, you can handle it.
We will not
It's just, okay. Now, this next part, we will not go quietly into the night.
quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
You're just quoting Independence Day? We're really inspired.
Okay, so he was quoting Independence Day. So let's go look at what he was quoting from Independence Day.
And you will once again be fighting for our freedom.
Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution.
But from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live.
To exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Okay, so they're fighting for their right to survive, and the whole human race has been taken over by an alien race, Satan's race. So here we go. Let's go through that one more time.
Into the night, we will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
Are you just quoting Independence Day?
I'm really tired right now.
America has seen
Okay, right here, look. What do you see? It's right when she says, America has seen the light. Look at what they're holding on their signs. Happy hour. You see happy hour right here? Let me enlarge it. See, it says happy hour right here. It says, let's see, I'll move this. I'll move this over. This girl says, it's happy hour. It's happy hour. What's on the screen? Y'all see what's on the screen? The right side up, upside down paradigm that I've been telling you. It says America has seen the light. Look at what's in dead center of your screen. That is absolutely cryptic. Guaranteed.
the light.
And there's a bun in front of it.
Okay. So the light party, here we go, you know, and there's a button in front of it. And then they end it with this. And let me show you what this is all about. You know, so they have the fireworks going off because here's what they're, well, I'm sorry, let me go back to the previous scene real quick. So I want to show you the Washington Monument. And then,
And there's
oh, sorry, here we go.
I'm really tired right now.
America has seen.
America's seen the light. See what's right there? That's what she's talking about. That's their race of beings. This is to show you you're in their prison. That's it.
The light.
And there's a bun in front of it.
Now watch. Okay, now what are they? That's what they're talking about. Okay? That's all there is to it. I mean, I just broke this thing down. Frame for frame, scene for scene. I mean, and every single thing is cryptic. The whole thing. Let's do another Bud Light commercial real quick, just to prove it. Okay, let's do another one. It would be impossible if another Bud Light commercial was to telegraph the exact same thing, wouldn't it? If I could prove it, wouldn't it? It'd be impossible. Be as wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove. I can see the way they communicate. That's why the Lord chose me to do this. He trained me to do this.
By Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
The Bud Light Party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone. From our national parks to our furthest shores, jackpot! Your living room. Look, under your seats! Still the same refreshing Bud Light, the new look.
Okay, so there you go. So, all right. Now let's go back and take it from the beginning.
By Bud Light.
Okay, now we're going to break it down now. Okay, so see, there it is again, the light party, Lucifer's party. Forget about the word Bud. It's not even part of it. Satan is using this as a vehicle to communicate his plans to those that are in the know. And then, like I said, later tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to break down about 7 or 8 commercials together. What's going to blow your mind is every one of them has the same agenda. Every one. So let's watch this one again real quick. The Bud Light party. Think of it as the Lucifer party. Raise one to right now. The message is it's going down. They're letting their people know it's going down. Okay, now the Hoover Dam. Remember, I showed y'all that the Hoover Dam is printed on the $50 bill. I guarantee you it will be destroyed. So will New York. It's printed on the $100 bill. New York being destroyed by nukes. So here's the Hoover Dam. They're going over the Hoover Dam. Let's see. There's Mr. Obama. They built this bridge in front of the Hoover Dam. It used to be the only way across this was to go across the dam, but now they built this. So if they blow up the dam, all the water's gone. People on the West Coast will not, many people will die because there will be no water. Let's go back. There we go. This is where the road splits. Oh, by the way, the Hoover Dam, I also showed y'all from above, is the female reproductive system. It doesn't matter to me whether or not you believe that or not. That's what it is. Here we go. The road is splitting now. Going one way, going the other way.
The Bud Light party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look.
Bud Light has a new look. Now, he did that with his hand on purpose where he goes from top to bottom like it's going down. For some reason, this particular commercial is buffering a lot. So
And we want to share it with everyone.
we want to share it with everyone, the new look. Okay, hang on. From our national parks to our furthest shores. Listen to the words as he is throwing a strike. Listen to the words if you can. If you can't, I'll put a link to this and you can watch this commercial yourself. I know the volume's kind of low.
National parks.
From our national parks to our furthest shores. He threw a strike. What is the very next scene? You have these government SUVs in front and behind the alleged Bud Light truck. That is not a Bud Light truck. That is one of these. This is an ICBM being transported. There's an ICBM. That's a nuclear missile. And that's a transport truck that they transport them on. And let me do a side-by-side using one of these images right here. Let me show you. Okay, here's the Bud Light truck right here going through the snow. And here's the ICBM. Let me show you that they're the same. As soon as he throws a strike, he says from our national parks to our furthest shores. And he throws a strike. See it? Bud Light? See the ICBM? Identical. Right when he threw a strike. Well, let's go back and analyze real quick. He throws a strike. 25. He falls back. Do catchers ever fall back when they catch a strike? I mean, with no batter in front of them, no nothing. So number 25 and number 34 in your face. So let me show you what number 25 means. 25 is 5 squared, 5 by 5. 5 by 5 is a radio term that means loud and clear. it is a way of describing the intelligibility of the signal, 1 through 5. If it's 5, if it's excellent intelligibility, and then what is the strength of the signal? If it's number 5, very good, then that is 5 by 5. It means loud and clear. So they're saying that the message that they're giving through this TV commercial, the message is loud and clear. What is the message? Nuclear strike. Let's look at number 34. What does number 34 mean? Let me show you. The number 34 is in there for a reason. It's not just some, nebulous random choice. Let me show you what 34 means. The meaning of the number 34 has a similar meaning to 25. Wow. The number of discrimination and analysis. Wow. This bestows spiritual wisdom through careful observation of people and things. Oh, like pay attention to what's going on in this commercial. So as soon as he throws a strike, if we apply the definition of the number 34, 34 and 25 together, the number of discrimination and analysis. So they're telling everybody, their people, pay attention, analyze what he says and what's going on. So let's analyze it. From our furthest shores, from our national parks to our furthest shores. Strike. Oh, and there, the very next scene is an ICBM being transported, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to launch. They know what they're going to do. All this stuff going on right now in politics, it's called wag the dog. Look over here, look over here, look over here. Don't pay attention to the spiritual meaning. There it is. Once again. And guys, I'm going to repeat myself. So those are people that don't like me repeating myself. I'm sorry, but you assume that everybody that comes here has been following all this stuff for a long time. I go over it repetitively so people get it. Repetition is the key to understanding. Okay? So there's that ICBM being transported from the Bud Light commercial, and there's an ICBM. Let's continue to analyze. Uh-oh, there it is. He presses a button with his hand like he's the president. There it is. See? He's got the button in his hand. And when he presses it, boom. From our national parks to our furthest shores, boom, they're going down. To your living room. To right under your seat. Now look right here. See this table? That is a very important table. It will not fit 2 cups barely without one almost falling over. That table is like in the shape of an hourglass, because even the reflection, the time's running out. It's an hourglass on purpose. Right side up, upside down, hourglass, time's running out. And he says to right under your seat. There we go. Now there's 3 people that stood up. Let me get it. Let me freeze frame it. 6, 6, 6. The 3 people that stood up all have 6 packs. 1, 2, 3. 6, 6, 6.
All the same refreshing Bud Light.
Now, when he says this, his whole desk starts rumbling like a nuke is launching. You might not be able to hear it in this commercial because this is from someone else's channel, but if you go look this up, you'll see the desk shake and, the rattle like a nuke's launching.
The new look.
Right there. All right. Raise one to right now. Now, there is a magnifying glass on the table here. Well, what's the significance of a magnifying glass? to pay close attention. Why would you put a magnifying glass on the table here? Because earlier in the commercial, they gave you one hint to pay attention by using the number 25 and the number 34. And by the way, this stuff's being telegraphed in all kinds of venues. I see it all over the place, but that's my spiritual gifting. So the meaning of 34 and 25, see, pay attention, pay attention. See the magnifying glass? Pay attention, scrutinize it. Okay, there it is, folks. We're about ready to see it all go down. The light, see, in politics, what's going on now right now is the light party is coming onto the scene. It's world government. It's Satan's government is taking over. And there's your boy right there. It's the Antichrist. Hillary's one of his little demonic minions. And there, by the way, any other person would have been thrown in jail, locked up for good. The Clintons are evil, evil, evil people. So's Obama, and so's Loretta Lynch, and so's Comey, and so's most of the government. They're all protecting each other is what's going on. I'd like to take my hat off to Trey Gowdy. God bless him. What a statesman. What a guy. Trey Gowdy, what a man. That guy is a real man. I mean, that guy stands up to these minions, and he picks them apart using logic. Let me show you who Trey Gowdy is, just so you know. I should have a couple feeds here on Trey Gowdy if y'all want to go watch. Yeah, if you want to go watch Trey Gowdy just pick people apart, it should be all over the... There you go. Trey Gowdy right here. This guy right here. This guy's a good guy. He sees what's going on. Anyway, get ready, guys. Bud Light and Bud Light. It's all the same, man. The light party, they're coming. They're coming. It's coming. All right. God bless.